Albert Puig is a former FC Barcelona youth technical director, has coached professionally for several teams around the globe, holds a UEFA Pro license, and is the founder of APFC Courses, a program that teaches Barcelona's methodology. A globally respected leader in player development, Puig's famed La Masia developed the likes of Andrés Iniesta, Gerard Piqué, Carlos Puyol, Lamine Yamal, and Lionel Messi. Albert is joined by his technical director at APFC, Bernat Franquesa. How do you say it? Franquesa. A soccer coach myself and a disciple of Barcelona's positional play system. I am so very excited to welcome both of you to the show today. Albert, I'm going to start with you. What are some of the biggest lessons you learned from teaching and coaching in the Barcelona Academy?
Okay. This is a good question. I think La Masia is, as I don't know how to explain. First, sorry for my English. I'm not really American. I has been here 4 years, but my accent is not more perfect. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Okay, La Masia in the youth development is in the formation in the youth is the highest place probably in the world.
Here, no, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, it's the I don't know. It's 1, 2, second place in the world. After many years with working, coaching in players, when you go to La Masia, that is the Silicon Valley really of the soccer.
Yeah.
After this is hard. It's hard because it's many pressure. Okay, thinking you work here in something on technology, and someday Google say, okay, come here and you are the CEO. No, was strong.
Yeah.
Before, I worked, I entered in the Masia in the minimum place, in the minimum job. I grow up until the end. I was the director. Okay, because in La Masia, the director, it's all. You are technical director, you are residents, you are the players, you are the contracts, the coaches, absolutely all. And the lesson is it's hard. But when you go away, it's nice. But when you stay there, you enjoy. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to enjoy the day a day.
Because of the pressure?
It's more pressure, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it's usually it's first your job. Other people want your job.
Yeah.
Inside this kind of corporations, inside is a jungle.
Yeah.
But when you say many times, soccer is the same with the life. Huh? It's the same. You have Google, you have the hospital where you are. Okay, and after he combined two things: combine your job and combine your passion. Because I am from Barcelona when I was kid, and when you combine that two things, it's hard because you are professional, but you are fun. And every job that you do, you're thinking, oh, it's for my club. And you put more. And that it's more beautiful, but really for you, it's very hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned yesterday, I was chatting with both of you, and that when you started, or I guess when anybody starts in Barcelona, you're paid $200 a month?
No, this is the coaches get paid $200 a month. Not in La Masia. La Masia is probably more, but the rest of the clubs in Spain, you just get like paid for the gas, basically.
Yeah.
And in La Masia, I think 7-a-side, it's like a part-time job where all the coaches have other jobs.
Yeah.
So I think it's like when you make it to under 13, 14, 11-a-side, that your job is being a coach of La Masia full-time. But before that, they have 2 jobs. And the rest of the clubs in Spain, like youth academies, all the youth coaches must have another job.
Yeah.
So we do it more for the passion.
Yeah.
Rather than, it's not a job for us. It's like a hobby, and it's in our culture.
Because you love it.
We love it. We love it.
No, but before I was the director, no, there are professional. It's strange. But with many millions of budget, the coaches are not professionals.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When you explain to the other clubs, say, no, it's impossible. The Masia, you're thinking all the coaches are professionals. No. When I was coach, and when was I entered La Masia many years, 2003, yes, I received 200 because my job is legal.
Yeah.
But when I was a director, say, no, I changed.
Yeah.
And I put much money, and I put much, because it's incredible. It's probably the budget, it's less than 1%. And the revenue, it's crazy.
The other day,
It's crazy.
he was doing the numbers of all the players that he signed and he coached. You were writing down all the numbers, and I think the revenue that you generate for the club, but maybe not revenue, but the value of these players and the transfer market, following the website of transfer market.
Right.
That's the official website to know how much is the value of the player. I think
in this moment it's 500 million.
Right.
In this moment.
The players that he worked with, the ones that he recruit and the ones that he coached. Like, you generate 500 million and you're not taking care of the youth coaches, really.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and really the budget of this, not the Barça B, because the Barça B is a club, but under 19, who is really the Masia, I remember the budget is 4 millions.
Yeah.
4 millions, and the budget, the club, is 1,000 million.
Right. What over $1 billion
Yeah.
for?
Yeah. That's incredible. But
like you said, there are hundreds of people waiting to take your place.
yes,
Because everybody wants because they love it so much. Yeah.
Yes. But the same in every company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But soccer, what happened? Soccer, you go to a hospital, a doctor need study 5 years, 6 years, and find a job, an engineer, and Silicon Valley. But soccer,
How do you
you
know?
don't need any degree.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no like specific way to reach the goal to being a soccer coach, you know?
Yeah.
There are many ways.
Yeah.
You can go A to B, you can go A to C, you can go like, I don't know, you know, and all of them are valid. And, you know, like it's kind of tough to just follow like a academical way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You are head coach, yes. You need a UEFA Pro, no? Or a profession. But you are the director of the Masia. Really? You don't need any.
Yeah.
And thinking, how many people do you want? And the salary is good. That's great.
The problem of soccer is that there is no meritocracy. For example, in the rest of the jobs in the world, if you're working really good as an engineer, probably after 3 years you will get like promoted, and then working really good, you get promoted. You know, in soccer, especially in youth development, you can work really good, but for some people, that you're doing good means winning. For other ones, mean that you are developing players the right way because the players are capable to join the next team the next year. There are like different ways to like kind of track what are you doing, if you make it good or bad. So it's like I know like many youth coaches that they are doing like incredibly, and they are so good, but they are not reaching the goal, you know, like being like a professional coach, because it's hard to like track what is he doing right or what he's not doing right. For me, what Albert is doing right is that he has developed many players that now are professional, but maybe another guy in another club, he would not hire Albert because the results of those teams maybe were not that good. It's an example, right?
Right.
The results were good, but you know,
Yeah.
it's I don't know, it's kind of difficult.
Well, it seems like you don't always know because it's a long-term process. I mean, your philosophy is talking about we don't need, with younger players, we don't need to win today. We're developing for the long term.
Yes.
And it could take 5 years to know
More.
or more, right, for this player to develop into something special.
Yeah. But for win is important because soccer is a game.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You play a chess.
Just
For what?
Chess,
Chess?
yeah.
For what you play.
To win.
You play a poker for what you play.
To win.
All the games is for win. No?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. But the important is not put the win as the objective.
Mm-hmm.
You try win, absolutely, every time, every second. But know your target is win.
Yeah.
You
So
understand?
the target is something else.
Yes, is you grow up better every day. That is your target.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in the match, you try win every moment.
Which is part of the process of
Yes.
developing.
Yes.
that competition in youth development, it's competing with your identity, because the moment that you are not competing with an identity understood as using the soccer language, meaning like using the concepts a kind of play that it's associative, where the players dominate the ball because it's the best tool for the player development. If you compete with this identity, then you are competing in youth development. But if you use another way to compete, then you are cutting corners, and this is not competing. You're skipping the way. You're just going to the end goal, you know?
Yeah.
So competing in professional level, all the ways are valid.
Yeah.
But competing in youth development, you must follow the ball, the language of the ball, you know, and those concepts. Because if not, you're just cutting corners to get the goal short term. But the picture needs to be like a global picture, you know. You can win today, but you are not developing.
Right. So the development is the biggest long-term goal. But part of that development is we're going to do everything we can to win today.
Yes.
But serving the larger goal of
Yes,
development.
Yes.
Yeah.
And after know, what do you do this? What they say, you enter in organization, what I want.
Yeah.
I want to be a professional. I want work college. I want only for recreation. I want only for education.
So knowing what your goals are
Yes.
is really important
Yes,
for the
but-
players and the coaches.
Yes. But all that you do when you are a match is for the win.
Yeah.
But with the rules, with all. No. Because the world competition seems look more about our fighting against the other. No, competition, the first competition and the more competition important is competition about yourself.
Yeah.
That is a life. When you go to your job, you competition with you. If you are every day are better, you probably win much money. You are better. The competition is against us, against yourself.
Yeah.
That is the big competition.
Well, I think that word competition comes from it's Latin, competire, which means to seek with.
To seek with.
And I always thought that was interesting because like before it was impossible to run a 4-minute mile. Impossible. No one could do it. Humans could not do it until someone did it.
Yeah.
This one guy did it. And then multiple people. So once they knew they could do it. And I thought that was an interesting way to think about competition, which is that we really are competing with ourselves, but you have to involve other people because it lets us know what's possible. It pushes us to new levels. Yeah.
It's the power of the mind.
Yes.
When you have a reference, then you know how far you should go, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. With the kids, I always put an example sometimes when we start a training session and the first drill is not good. Or sometimes the first drill, I don't know, I'm not that active, you know? I'm not, because if I'm really active, I know the drill is going to work really well, you know? And then when I'm not active, the drill goes bad. And I tell the kids, hey, you don't have to play really good because I'm on fire. You have to play really good because you. And I put always an example that I have them jump from a line, wide line, they have to jump. Yes.
And what does jam mean?
Like jumping.
Oh, jump.
Jumping,
Yeah.
but try to jump with the two legs, being static,
Yeah.
far away.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the first jump, let's see the guy is here, then he jumps here.
Yeah.
Yes. And then the same player, I tell him or her, jump again. And then she jumps here.
Yeah.
And then do it again and jumps more here. And what I'm trying to say with that is, hey, why your first jump was not the best one?
Yeah.
Why is the third one the best one? No? And I try to tell them that these kind of things cannot happen because first of all, you compete with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and these kind of examples are really important. Another example, I was coaching in Barcelona, a club there. I was coaching under 18. And one day, that time I was taking the UEFA license, and I had an incredible teacher, a coach that told me, hey, try this. And I was driving my car, and I called the captain of the team. And I said, I'm involved in a car accident. I'm not going to come to the training session, but please, we have an important game tomorrow. Try to work on this. I send you the drill. Try to do whatever you can do. Yes. And I went to the facilities and I hide myself at the roof.
Yeah.
With a camera.
Yeah.
And I recorded the session. They didn't know that time we don't have like video cameras. I had and I was at the roof of the facility.
Yeah.
And then you could see like 3-4 players when I was not there, training incredibly, and the rest goofing around.
Yeah.
Next day I go to the game And these 3 players, I started them, and some that usually were starters, but they trained bad, I didn't put them. And they were like so mad at me. You didn't come yesterday. What kind of coach is that? And then you put me on the bench. And then I played the video.
Yeah.
And I said, that's what you did yesterday. And not because I'm not there. Your level means it has to decrease that much,
Yeah.
And that kind of image, when the players see themselves, is when they are like, wow. They realize like, okay, I have to compete against me, because Albert knows this. All the players that make it pro, it's like this mentality. They are obsessed about themselves, nothing else.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest skill that you have to develop when the players are like 15, 16, 17. That's the mental skill. It's crucial.
Yeah. In anything.
Yeah, but yes, for me, many times they call soccer or NBA or NFL. Oh my God, because you're thinking are different. It's not a planet. Seems alien people. No, oh my God, it's the same of every. The only difference is the social repercussion. Repercussion. No, it's a social.
The results from
an image.
Your life is social.
Yes. Yeah.
Your life is social. It's the only difference.
Yeah.
It's the only difference. But it's exactly a locker room for NBA or soccer. It's not a strange. It's not, oh my God, it's a charge. No. It's exactly the same that the locker room in a fireman, in a hospital, in a business, it's the same exactly. It's exactly the same. But this kind of a sport, how a social is very important, have mass media.
Yeah.
And the people look, oh, social media. Wow, we saw that. That's not personal. It's people, it's a star.
Yeah.
The stars, right? That's the people, normal people.
Right.
Only it's good people with money.
Yeah.
But it's exactly that the other. It's exactly.
Yesterday you said something about soccer and life, where when you're on the field, do you want to be the type of person who's passive and doesn't want the ball?
Yeah.
Or do you want to be the type of person who wants the ball, wants to dominate the ball? And wouldn't you want to be the same type of person in life? I was just wondering if you could just run with that, and because you said it better than I just did just now.
No, I explain it's more easy. Other people have many styles. No, it's 2 styles. Have the ball, you don't have the ball. No, I want the ball, I don't want the ball. Okay, the same in my life. I want be active to make something, or I am passive to what is the moment strategic to go. There are people who is brave, other people who is more cold or more afraid. That's life. I prefer go. Other people, white. I was more typical, say, oh, I want to be millionaire, I want to be a player, I want to be, I don't know, doctor. And he's in your home, look the TV, and if you want something, go ahead for something. But the style is the same. The ball is the center of the game. Okay? If I don't want the ball.
Yeah.
More easy.
Yeah.
Depending on you. What do you want?
There's a story, you tell me if it's true or not, but about Pedro, who came up to the academy, big famous player.
Yeah.
Scored a big goal against Man United in the Champions League final, first one.
Scoring all the finals.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But the story was that they were on the verge of dropping him for a number of years in the academy. But somebody saw him every time they would see him outside of training, he'd be knocking the ball against the wall. He was always doing something, trying to get better. He never stopped playing outside the training sessions. And they said, we'll keep him around for a little longer. It's in a book by, I believe the author's name is Graham Potter.
It's Pedro when entered Guardiola in the Pasabi with Tito Villanova.
Yeah.
Is fire. Pedro is fire. It's the results of your rendiment. It's not very for the people.
Fire by the club, not for Pep and for Tito.
No.
Fire from the club wanted to fire.
The club wanted
transfer.
to fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in this pre-season, the Barca don't fire club to load.
So to loan him.
Uh-huh.
And in this moment, Tito Villanova, who know this category, say, hey, babe, this guy, play All-Star last season. Why not? And we said, okay, yes, why not? Go to the preseason, then we see.
Yeah.
And that is his career.
Yeah.
But that is more typical in all play and in many players. For example, Gerard Piqué is the perfect. Start 7 years until the end. Yes, there are moments who go to Manchester. It's a bad moment in Manchester because he was young in Zaragoza, but okay, that's the typical. But there are many who have a moment, have a lucky.
Fermin, what one?
I mean, Carlos Puyol, Jordi Alba, Busquets, all the players. It's the same in life. Have a moment, you decided. I get the train, I not get the train.
No, what do you mean by you get the train or don't get
the train? Is coming. The train is coming.
Yeah.
And many people say, enter to a train or no. I know because this moment, I don't know, I have this, or the story, I have this moment. That is the 90% of the people. The rest of 10% decided inside.
Yeah.
Sometimes the train great velocity and crash.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the successful.
Yeah.
But the 90% of the people don't get the train.
Yeah.
But it's not lucky.
Right.
Is get the train or not get it?
I'm going to explain an example of my brother. He plays now in La Liga, but was coached by Albert.
Yeah.
In the La Masia Youth Academy for 14 years. He was there. The last year, before joining Barcelona, the club told him, "You're fired. It's over." And that was, I don't know, June 1st, whatever. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then June 5th, Barca realized cannot sign players because the FIFA. Yes, they had like something that happened there that they couldn't sign players, and all the new players that were coming to take his position were not able to sign him.
Right.
And then they told him, wait, stay. And then he was competing against Cucurella that time, and Cucurella ended up being benched for the whole season, and he ended up playing.
Yeah.
Now Cucurella is in Chelsea, and
Yeah,
is in Leganés, you know, big difference, but still, like that moment, that FIFA thing that happened, that the other kids that were coming to take his position, they couldn't, and he ended up staying, and he ended up having the best season of his life.
Yeah.
But many people say, no, that is lucky. No, because your brother can decide that. Oh, I am sad because the club are fighting.
Yes.
Or others say, wow, it's a great opportunity. Get the train.
So that reframing.
Yes. It's not, but all people thinking, oh, was lucky that for the FIFA rules cannot sign it. No, it's an opportunity.
So you would say for his brother, even if Barca had let him go and he had to leave, he would have found another way.
Yeah.
Maybe yes, but a long way.
Yeah.
Long way.
I don't know.
Other way.
Like he reached La Liga 3 years ago. Maybe he would have reached La Liga at his 33 years old in 5 years. That's the typical thing that happened with all the players.
3 years before that, I was the director. His brother have a many duped in all the coaches.
Doubts.
And told me, no, Albert, please. Okay. I decided, but when all the coaches say, I speak 3 months before with his dad. I say, hey, prepare and read because probably. And but in all the practice, I see this guy thinking that, but it's a strong, no go down. You're fighting more.
Yeah.
And say, nah, you're coming 3 years more. Say that.
Yeah.
Because he had the picture of projection, you know.
Yeah.
And look at this. We always talk about player development, how hard it is. All the parents here in the US, they think that all the kids that play in La Masia, they're going to become pro. But from the generation of my brother, which is the 97, the only 2 players that are in La Liga are my brother and Sergi Canós in Valencia. Yes. So it tells you like 2 players made it from the 97. And the best generation of the history of Barcelona, it's the 80s, 87. Thiago, Messi, Cesc, Víctor Vázquez, and Piqué. 87, no?
Sí, Thiago no. Es Cesc, Messi, Piqué,
And Víctor Vázquez.
and Victor.
And it's known for the best generation of the history because 4 made it.
Out of how many are in a class?
20, 21.
Yeah.
But if you count every single year that Barca the kind of fire some of the kids,
Mhm.
total of 10 years, it's like 100 players that came to that squad.
Yeah.
From 100 players that came to the squad, the best generation made 4.
Yeah.
So that tells you like how hard. And usually it's not the best ones, eh? Usually are like the ones that
More strong.
more strong mentally. Yeah.
Now, if you want to go to high level, and everyone, if you don't have a strong mentality, it's impossible.
Yeah.
And you want to be the best if you are big ego. And what I say many times, you've broken your family, you've broken your friends, you are a stupid man, you are an ego man, you are disaster as a human people, probably you get to the first.
This. We're not saying that this is good, but it's the pattern of
Right.
No, because
Right.
it's obsession.
Yes.
It's obsession. If I want to be the first in something, and
We
I
obsess.
propose, sure,
Yeah.
but it's obsession. It's
Yeah.
24 hours, no people, no wife, no daughter, no friends. It's only money. I want to be millionaire. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. But you want to stay 24 hours, 10 years working for that and nothing family and fighting with all people. Do you want? Yes, we're millionaire.
Mhm.
Sure.
Mhm.
But that is important for me now.
I want to make sure we touch on the differences between what you've seen in training, coaching, the players, the culture in Spain versus the United States. And something that popped into my head is how we put such a big emphasis on being big, fast, strong, looking for athletes here. And I mean, my college coach, he would always say, you can't teach pace. You know, he really valued raw speed, physical speed. Now, what would you say you're looking for in a player? Because it sounds to me like it's something different.
Yes. But it's first two things. First, America, as you say,
Yeah.
it's one wall.
Yeah.
And the rest of the world is another wall.
Yeah.
Okay. In America, the society work in this. That's good. It's working in this standment in the same America. Okay. And one guy, one girl. If you want be a professional in something, you can. You know here the rules.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you want to be the best in the world, in the real world, you need hungry.
Need hunger. Yeah. Yeah.
And they're hungry here. Life, easy life in America.
Yeah.
Okay. There are many exceptions, many.
Sure.
But in general,
You don't see the same hunger.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, and understanding, like talking more about the coaches, what they look for. Here, the problem you have is the influence of other sports. There are other sports that the physical aspect is really important. Sometimes the action that you have to do is the same action 10,000 times, and you need like that strength, that speed. Like you gotta do this in 10 seconds or in 8 seconds because the other sports you play here. But the beautiful about soccer is all the actions are different from the last ones.
Mm-hmm.
There is no pattern that repeats,
Right.
So here is when it becomes more like the decision making for the player. It's crucial. There is an obsession for speed. There is an obsession for skills, But then the real creativity or the real technique is the one you can apply at the same time you make decisions,
Mm-hmm.
And the game it's decisions constantly, and these decisions are off the ball, with the ball, and the lack of teaching concepts, and the lack of coaches looking for projections versus performance transfers in the future you are not capable to develop the right player.
Yeah.
Because the right player is not probably the one that is good today. The one that is good today has a problem that his perception is bad, decisions are bad, but the execution is good. And the coaches focus on the execution. For example, bad head up, bad body position, bad touch to the wrong space, but because he's fast, he's successful and he goes. But the good player is good position, good decision, right touch to the right space, put the arm in the right way, he used the right surface of the touch, the coordination is good, but loses the ball because the opponent is faster. And then the coach would say, this player is, and here the focus is into the execution.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest mistake. Because then this kid that was doing everything really well grows. Yes, like all the best players in the history of soccer, Messi, Iniesta, Maradona, they were little. They grow after, and when you match perception decisions with the execution and your physicality, then you are a machine. But this player was having success at early stages of player development because she or he grow really fast. Then when she is 18, she crashes. Because when she needs the perception, the right space, the right decision, the right touch, she never had to do it.
Yeah.
And in life, we only do things when we need to.
Yeah.
And the problem of youth soccer in the US is that if you identify a player that is doing things good just because the execution, not because the decisions, this player put her or put him 2 years up or 1 year up. But the problem is in the US is that there is no like a club identity. Is every coach is their own wall, and all the coaches want to keep their players, and the clubs, they don't have here like formation rights that they make money from selling players. In Spain, we do have this. The same clubs here, they are like money machines. So they don't really care for this player to become pro. They just want that this player plays in his age, so his team wins. But if the club didn't make the money from the parents, if the club made the money because the formation rights, like in Spain, then the message from the coaching director, from the board, is this kid that he's doing the best at his age, put him 2 years up, because if your kid is the best one, at 8 years old, we have a problem. Because all the kids need to feel stress.
Yeah.
Without stress, you don't improve.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of picture is the problem of here, of the US.
If you had to choose between physical speed and speed of mind,
Two different things.
which one is more important?
Both. Both. The perfect is speed and after the speed.
Yeah.
So you are speed here.
Yeah.
And really depending on position. There are some positions that you don't need very speed. But in the modern soccer, usually you think about a good body and good reaction.
Yeah.
But in general, the first is the good decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you have very speed, you are very strong, but your decision is bad. It's nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I noticed you guys spent a lot of time analyzing Sergio Busquets yesterday. And I thought it was really interesting that you said a lot of the execution moves that he executes are things you said your grandmother could do.
Yeah.
Very simple stuff, but the decision making, the thought process, the speed of thought, he's in the right position before the ball comes. It's all that speed of thought is what allows him to be so successful, even without the explosive speed or all the moves or all the skills.
Yes, you have many influence from the American football, the NFL.
Yeah.
Have decisions in the NFL, but who take the decision in the NFL?
The coach.
The many coaches,
And everything is set
videos.
pieces. It's no creativity.
Right.
You have to memorize the set pieces. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Baseball too.
Baseball too, but in soccer, it's every time, every second have a decision.
Yeah.
It's different games.
Yeah.
But people here for influence like this and thinking the soccer is the same.
Yeah. Sure.
It's different.
Right.
Very different.
And Busquets, coming back to Busquets' topic, his biggest skill and biggest asset is that he never feels press. Because in soccer, it's not the same being pressed than feel press. You know?
Right.
And something that we gotta teach to the kids, and this helps the kids also to have more confidence, are those concepts
Yeah.
that come before you receive the ball. Because for Busquets, this is like an ocean. It's like a lot of space.
Yeah, right.
For me, maybe this is I will stress. No?
Yeah.
But our goal is that our players feel that there is an ocean between you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this the only way to do it is through concepts, and Busquets dominate all of them. And when the player just dives in, then he applies a skill and easy. But the coaches sometimes here we just focus on the skill that Busquets did,
Yeah.
and they will try to practice this 10,000 times. No,
Repeat that skill again.
you
And
should
again,
have
and again.
focus on the passing lane that he is on, the timing of his head up, his body position, and the last thing is the last touch.
Right.
And take care of the human. As a human. Child is a human person. Take care. That's important.
Yeah.
First important is take care. Because Bernat have successful in San Diego, many players. Methodology, yes. It's nice because it has consequence, it's improved, but they're lovely. His vocation. He's a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
His vocation. No.
That's a vocation is a job.
Yeah, it's for a doctor need vocation, no? Would be a doctor.
Like it's a passion. It's you do it. It's not the same to just being a coach than being like really a teacher. No, like being obsessed with the individual corrections, the details. Like
If
comes
you
from the passion. Yeah.
if you make a job only for money, it's different. Your passion.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
Mm-hmm.
and the kid is the same on a dog. Smell, a smell. When you look at teacher have a passion, laugh,
Yeah.
and probably the teacher fighting, height, but laugh because look passion.
Yeah.
The same on a dog. A dog, when you look at human passion, good. It's the same. It's the same.
So you're saying a kid can detect
100%.
that passion.
Yeah.
They feel it. Yeah. And that.
And girls, what?
Yes. But life is more simple, and I think that they say here the parents is international in all the world, but I think here more because the parent here is more smart and thinking more. Life you don't need thinking, you need thinking, but no more. Thinking more is bad.
What do you mean by that? Thinking more is bad?
It's thinking of my son. He has a passion for soccer, will be a professional, but after my son will be an engineer. Is the life for your son, is not your life.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
Take care. Pay your food, pay your education, but it's his life, not your life. You no are a stick that you bring the direction of your son. No. Sometimes, I say many times, don't see the match of your son.
Mm-hmm.
The same do you don't go every day to the school? No. But the same you don't go to the match and say, hey, I have this problem. Mom, I have this problem. It's your problem, not my problem.
Yeah.
My daughter always saying the same. Oh, I have a problem in the school with the teacher. It's your problem, not my problem.
Yeah.
My problem is if you don't get the grades that you decided or you don't have effort. That's my problem but you must resolve this problem because the life is resolve problems. Not that is you as a dad or mom resolve problems or your daughter don't be prepared for the life.
Mm-hmm.
The life is crash, schedule,
What's that?
is bajar. It's down.
To the hill.
It's a half. Many breaks.
Obstacles.
Yes.
Yeah,
Challenges.
obstacles. Sometimes for your guilty, sometimes because the life is the life.
Mm-hmm.
The successful, it's out. The people who have successful, no, is the many times, 1,000 times it's broke, is the, if every time go down, yes, that's it.
But the obstacles, I think,
Yes.
like some people here identify it as a bad thing, and it's the best thing that could happen to you. Really, and many parents like, I saw my gosh, my son is gonna be at the B team instead of the A team. We gotta fix that. Look, relax. The problem is that parents live their lives through their kids, But myself, I was playing, and one year I had not playing that well. I went to the B team, and the next year I went to the A team. And after I stayed in the A team for a while, because I remember like going down, what it feels. Same in Spain, you have promotion, relegation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, here you have the Disneyland Cup. Everything is beautiful,
Yeah.
And I think that let your kids, what Albert was saying, crash. Kids have to crash, and parents are trying all the time to avoid that crash happening.
So you're saying to develop that mentality where you're gonna the player himself will get on the train, like you said.
Yes,
they need to have these stresses. They need to have these struggles along the way, and we should embrace it, not be scared of the struggle.
But in the school, the same in your life, you need every time have this.
Yeah.
Every day, all the people have problems.
Yeah.
And resolve the problems.
Yeah.
And probably when you're young, 100 problems, you resolve that 50%. Yes, probably. But you learn. Next, when you have 30 years, 40 years old, you have only 20% bad. Have 60 years old, but the problem in the life is that you have only one life.
Yeah.
Have say Charles Chaplin, no? You need two lives.
Yeah.
One for improve and the second for the action, no?
Yeah.
But you have only one.
Yeah.
It's a disaster because when you have 70 years old, probably you have a few mistakes, but your body is a big mistake.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it's prepared. And here it's more in America. I have many very good things, and I love America. But each culture have, for me, very good and very bad. And here is more protector.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy because it's more protector until the courage, and after it's and in other cultures, it's no protector, no more protector, but until the end.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Family,
Mm-hmm.
And here it's crazy. Pay the college billions, pay the school. Oh my God. And when finish the school, close the door and bye bye. One day for Thanksgiving
Yes.
and 2 hours because 3 hours have a problem. It's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. For the coaches that are listening, watching, how do we teach vision and creativity, and not just looking, but seeing all of it, seeing where people, some of these players with a glance over the shoulder, they see not just where everybody is, but they know where they're going to be a few moments later. How do you teach that to players, especially those that are hungry, that do have the right mentality, that have that stuff, but you want to help teach the vision and the creativity?
Same that at the read, you put water, Throw in the water. Plus,
Yeah. What's the
put
water?
metals.
So you have to put water. You cannot put Coke
Yeah.
or whatever soda.
Yeah.
So same with soccer. The water is the right concepts
Yeah.
and the right coaching.
Yeah.
That's the language of soccer, not that we call it, and that's really important. And as we were talking about yesterday, that if you want to help your child to have more creativity, the first thing you have to identify as a dad, mom, coach is who's your kid and what she or he does well. If your kid is a great painter, perhaps she was born with an incredible skill to paint, your job is not to put your child into mathematics class. You have to buy papers, pen, and all the colors that exist in the world so she can paint more and more.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we have a feeling that, he does this well, we're going to do that.
Yeah.
No. Same with soccer. No, all the players that have great vision, most probably, first of all, is because they were born with that already. Like same Xavi is incredible, but Xavi was playing and making good decisions where he was not coached. So the first thing, Xavi making good decisions while nobody coached him. That's strange. What happened if we coach him? Then you create a genius,
Yeah.
So I think it's a balance, of identify what the kid is doing good, encourage that, and then the right water.
Yeah.
And you remember the typical, for example, if you speak with an engineer, you told engineer who loves the mathematics, you speak with him. probably, I am sure, say, oh, thank you, this teacher. When I was 7 years old or 10 or 14, he changed my life because he tried to love me the mathematics.
Yeah.
But it's the same. When you teacher, a coach, you put water, you put love, you put passion, you can change the life of this guy.
That's the water.
That's the water.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
And we look a lot for concepts and this, but what we're saying, love and being genuine and change life, being a bright, nice human being, being close to the players.
You speak with Messi, Michael Jordan. So often say, hey, what is your coach? Your best coach you teach you? Say that, oh, I remember this coach because when finished the training, go to cinema or pay me the parlor, or when my family is broken for no, we separate. Why he's coming, or when I was in the hospital and broken the leg, he's coming. He sent me a gift for Christmas. Don't say, oh, this coach, he send me the right, the left, the something. Yes, because the player don't have this perception. But thank you for this, learn this.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
If no there are this is difficult. This.
Yeah. So for the parents out there listening, they should be looking for
passion, a teacher, a really teacher of passion and love.
Yeah.
That is the first who must find.
Yeah. And a teacher that give love to kids, but also has intensity in their sessions, because there are many teachers out there or coaches that nowadays soccer has become a business, that they give so much love to the kids have so much fun with the coach, the sessions are bad, but this is a strategy that if the kid is happy, the kid keeps coming sometimes. Sometimes at my sessions, the parents at the beginning, they are like, my son was not comfortable, it was too intense. And after you talk with the other kids that have been for 2 months at my program, and they are like, this is so funny. No?
Yeah.
And I'm going to put an example. My brother remembers Albert always for different things. One, he says that this is the most intense coach that he has ever had.
Yeah.
Second, he says that he's one of the most funniest coaches that he had.
Yeah.
No? Intense, but funny. And third, my brother always says that when my parents got divorced, remembers Albert for a conversation that Albert had with my brother about it. Albert, perfect balance, human connection with the players, crazy intensity.
During the training.
Yes.
Yeah.
And funny at the right moments.
Yeah.
Okay, sometimes as a parents, we just look for the funny and comfortable. And that's a mistake.
When you say love, you are a great dad for say well done all time your son or daughter.
Yeah.
Or you are a good dad, you say yes sometimes and no many times.
I go with the second version. You got to say yes, and then you got to say
it's
no.
the same.
Yeah.
It's the love, it's passion and take care of the work. But no, it's say all time well done.
Yeah.
That is not love.
Right.
That is marketing.
Right.
No, right now out there are like marketing guys are not. Sometimes I feel like we compete not against soccer coaches or soccer programs. We compete against real estate businesses, like marketing. And to be honest, with all the social media and all the FOMO and this insecurity of some families,
Yeah.
it's so easy to lie.
Yeah.
Here, it's so easy to lie. And sometimes I think you have to be honest. If I do the second one, what everybody's doing sometimes, like the marketing, just focus on marketing, I would just get cancer,
Yeah.
It's not the way that's why I'm not, I'm here for another purpose. Not I would have stayed in Barcelona, no? Me and Albert. And it's kind of like, for me, it breaks my heart when I see this emphasis on the social media, which I love social media to spread messages like this. No?
Yeah.
But sometimes to lie, no.
Right.
Or this, I have many kids that other coaches told to the kids that they are going to become professionals.
Yeah.
And I know this kid will not become professional.
Right.
And sometimes I lose kids because I said you will not become professional.
Yeah.
That you will be in Division 3 college and that has to be your goal and we're going to work for that.
Yeah.
But parents sometimes go with coaches that says the lie.
Yeah.
because that means money for the other coach.
Right.
You know?
Well, and there's a lot in America of you can have a team as long as they're at a high level in the club system, and they might lose just about every game. They're not teaching the right stuff. They're just trying to get some big, strong kids to be competitive. But parents will gladly pay to join that team, even if it's not a great environment. There's not a passionate coach because of the status.
But when you go to Stanford,
yeah.
because I don't know more, no, Stanford, yes, I don't know. This is big. You pay much money?
When you go to Stanford? Yeah.
Yes, no?
Yeah.
The family pay much money.
Yeah.
And when you pay much money, go to the teacher and say, hey, because my daughter have a 7 and not have a 10. Or because my daughter have 4, the degrees.
Yeah.
Don't say no.
Right.
For what? Pay for soccer and after say to the coach because don't play here or don't play that minutes.
The problem is that the parents can.
Why? Is a reason.
Yeah.
Well, they feel they can. I don't know why they feel they can.
Because for $100 have a power to decide it. No, and
because they're paying.
And you pay for Stanford, you pay 50,000.
Yeah.
And you cannot say anything.
And shut up.
Right.
You have no idea the amount of parents that told me, hey, but I spend a lot of money. And?
Right.
And?
Right.
My daughter should be playing with these girls, or my son should be with these boys. And my son, I want him to be with Messi. You know? Parents have to chill.
From my experience,
Yeah.
if the parents don't enter more, probably have to say.
If they're less involved,
Yes.
the player will be more successful. Yeah.
Usually,
yeah.
is this.
If you've got the right coaches in place.
If the parent go here and
Yeah.
after here and go over there, and probably 99% destroy it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So look for those things, the intensity during the training, but then the passion and the love of the player. So a coach who would say, I'm going to work you really hard, but it's because I care about you, because I want to see you improve.
Yes.
I'm going to stress you.
Yes.
You're going to be put in stressful situations because I care about you, because that's how you will develop as a person and a player. And then as a parent, once you found that, step back and let them do their thing.
And treat the players as players and also human beings, but you are not the fan of the player.
Yeah.
Like now, maybe you didn't see that, but now in the US, coaches on social media, they tag the players' profiles, and coaches ask the players to take pictures with themselves to post it on social media, or coaches post some stuff on social media mentioning or tagging the players so they can repost it and other people can see that this kid is being coached by him. It's like, I cannot imagine myself in Spain asking my player or one of the players taking a picture with him to please post it on social media so more people see it. Like, sometimes I feel like some coaches are treating the players as if they were their fans.
Mm-hmm.
And of course the player will love you because you are his fan. No, you are his coach, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are his coach.
In Spain, there are many problems. The parents are the same, different problems, but the same problem.
Yeah.
Okay? And don't have solution. No.
And there's no solution.
No solution.
Okay.
In Spain, the parents are worse than here, eh? Spain, the parents.
It's international.
Yes.
Yeah.
Prepare for the life.
Yeah.
That is the job of
that.
Prepare for the life. And in this society, years ago, we changed this. It's prepared for I don't know why. For Disneyland, for what? And you look the problems out.
Yeah.
Prepare for the life.
Yeah. No.
Because the life is not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. It's hard.
That's right.
Prepare for this.
Yeah.
For the reality.
Yeah.
If you're a youth coach and most of these kids, just by the math of it, it's impossible for most of them to go become professional players, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yes. It's a tiny fraction.
It's a pyramid.
Yes. So what are the goals of a coach that are your goals for all your players?
Sport is education, it's hygienic, it's collective, it's effort, then it's prepared for the life.
Yeah.
you have successful in this case. Okay, but the successful, what is the successful? Is successful? Is it be professional? And after? When you finish 32 years old until the 7 or 70 today, the rest of 40 years, what is the successful? What is successful? That I think the only successful is be happy with yourself. In this moment, you are professional. I am very happy with me. Perfect. But after the alcohol's lives,
Yeah.
the same what you said before, it's important. Be the number one. Protect for what you died, and after probably 10 years or 50 years, people don't remember. And I don't know. Oh, here people. Oh, Napoleon. Oh, why? Nothing in after 1,000 years is not exist the human people. Why? It's important.
Yeah.
And Napoleon is died. It's work. That for me is what is stupid.
Yeah.
It's important. The people that know it is not important. Because you have one life and you lose for this. The important is really the family. Important is the half is the people who's close more. That's very important. And when you speak with all the people who is a few time to diet, who know for cancer or something, you find all the family. I don't import the millions and the cars and the houses and the stupid things.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
Yeah.
The other is smoke. Smoke, the picture, oh, I am important for what? For what important?
Yeah.
More easy. Life is important. And we complete.
I did want to ask, you mean Yamal? Because I know you saw him when you had a very young age over there. When did you know he was special? And how did you know he was special?
Special, what is
Special as a player.
special play? Yeah, talent. No?
Yeah.
Natural talent.
Yeah.
It's natural talent is part genetic. Which absolutely the genetic is a half a genetic with the perception. When you look this other for genetic is it have the capacity to look more and make decisions. And after it's many hours, many hours of practice. When both these are pertaining.
Yeah. Yeah.
One is for the life, it's for what? The other is for your passion.
And he is really good because also we talked many times about it, that he never repeats the same action. Like so many players, we think that there are many players in the world that we think they have creativity, but they don't. What they do is they have two moves that they repeat. But outside these two moves, they don't have like this creativity that's like a real creativity. Real creativity is when you do something and when you just finish it, you don't remember what you did.
Yeah.
And Lamine Yamal, I feel, is that. Like everything that he does, it's a new thing.
Yeah.
It's not like this player with a pattern that he does always the same action. That's real creativity.
Yeah. Yeah. He probably looks at the film of himself afterwards and is surprised
100%.
at what.
He never practiced that move before, for sure.
Right.
For sure.
Right. But it is a talent. And in the life, what is better? Mozart or Amadeus?
What are the
Mozart?
Mozart, you know, the music, Mozart.
Oh, Mozart, yeah.
Or Amadeus.
Or Amadeus.
You look the film,
Uh-huh.
famous film.
Uh-huh.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is better? Yes, Mozart, it's a talent, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's not effort. And your family disaster and
Yeah.
and trucks and something.
Yeah.
And the other, it's work, but don't have a talent of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
what do you prefer?
And so it's special when those two, when the talent meets the passion.
Yes.
And then
And in this moment, you have a Michael Jordan.
yeah.
Michael Jordan was very good before, not the first years, he's not good.
Yeah.
But have a talent, have a genetic, and after repeat, and work.
Yeah.
All right. Now I know you're flying back to Barcelona soon.
Yes.
You have training today. I know you guys have to get out of here soon. If there's one piece of advice you guys could give to coaches out there, what would that one insight be?
I think what you say, coaches, there's passion.
Yeah.
Coaches, passion. If not, please working on them.
Yeah.
Okay. And focus on the long picture, not the short one. like especially if you're a youth coach. Like you have to have a youth coach mentality, not a pro coach mentality coaching youth.
Yeah.
It's way different. Way more teachers rather than coaches.
Love it. Love it. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. I really appreciate you guys making this happen. For everybody out there, we met yesterday and then we wanted to put this podcast together, but you were flying back home to Barcelona and you said, we got to do it in person. And we scrambled and we made it happen just a day later. And really thank you guys for coming in. It was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much.
And important, you have the right shirt.
that's right. That's right. Right there. Right there. Yeah.
There's a game happening. Barcelona, Madrid.
Oh, gosh. That's right. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go watch that. Oh, and I gotta mention it. The APFC course, which they put together, which brings all the methodology together and what we've talked about today and more. It's absolutely fantastic for any coach watching this. It will transform how you approach the players on the field and how they perform. I can't speak highly enough about the course. It really does work. It's absolutely worth it. So take a look, apfc.com.
APFCcourses.com.
APFC
or
Courses.
APFCtrainings.com. If you are a dad that you want your child to train with us, we have this in San Diego. And if you are a coach that want to learn, it's apfccourses.com.
Perfect. And we'll put all that in the show notes with the links so you guys can check that out. See you next time.
Okay, everybody. Until next time, ask questions. Don't accept the status quo and be curious.